North Korea CIA plot allegation. North Korea is accusing the US and South Korea of plotting to kill its leader, Kim Jong-un. Here is the full statement from the North Korean Ministry of State Security. The last-ditch effort of the hostile forces, taken aback by the strong spirit of the DPRK dashing toward the final victory of the cause of Jewish revolution, has gone beyond the limits after reaching the extreme phase. The recent hysteria about beheading operation and preemptive attack, openly staged by the US imperialists and the South Korean puppet military warmongers at the doorstep of the DPRK, is just the tip of the iceberg of those moves. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, of the US and the Intelligence Service, IS, of South Korea, hotbed of evils in the world, hatched a vicious plot to hurt the supreme leadership of the DPRK, and those acts have been put into the extremely serious phase of implementation after crossing the threshold of the DPRK. A hideous terrorists group, which the CIA and the IS infiltrated into the DPRK on the basis of covert and meticulous preparations to commit state-sponsored terrorism against the supreme leadership of the DPRK by use of biochemical substance, has been recently detected. Human scum. The murderous demons of the IS who conspired with the CIA ideologically corrupted and bribed a DPRK citizen surnamed Kim, the then worker of the timber industrial branch in the Khabarovsk territory of Russia in June 2014, and turned him into a terrorist full of repugnance and revenge against the supreme leadership of the DPRK. They hatched a plot of letting human scum Kim commit bomb terrorism targeting the supreme leadership during events at the Komsyusan Palace of the Sun and at military parade and public procession after his return home. They told him that assassination by use of biochemical substances including radioactive substance and nano-poisonous substance is the best method that does not require access to the target. Their lethal results will appear after 6 or 12 months. Biochemical substance can be added in cooperation with the CIA if one single correct information is obtained. The component of terrorism purposed biochemical substance is the know-how of the CIA, and it is only the CIA that can produce such substance, and that hardware, supplies, and funds needed for committing terrorism against the supreme leadership will completely be borne by the IS. Then they handed him over $20,000 on 2 occasions and a satellite transmitter receiver and let him get versed in it. In the end, they gave him assurances of IS that they would keep his duty concerning terrorism against the supreme leadership as secret, and infiltrated him after appeasing and blackmailing him that his families would not be scot-free in case he fails to carry out the duty. In January, May, August, and September of 2016, IS agents had satellite contacts with Kim, who resided in Pyongyang. The IS agents gave instructions to choose and report the most effective and safe method with high probability of success while presenting him various terrorist methods using biochemical substances along with operational code of terrorism against the supreme leadership, the ways of bribing an object who would directly carry out the terrorist act, and ways of entering the grounds of events. On August 12, 2016, they gave him an instruction to collect and send as much information as possible concerning the surrounding environment of event ground where celebrations are held frequently, guard situation there and orders observed at times of events, saying that once concrete and detailed data are given, they would study the most reasonable way in cooperation with the CIA. Urging him to set up an overseas liaison center for the safe introduction of equipment, materials, and fund for the terrorist acts, they financed him $100,000 on 2 occasions for setting up the center and bribing terrorist accomplices. In March and April last, an IS agent name omitted and his secret agent name omitted met the terrorist accomplice in Dandong of China and handed him over new satellite transmitter receiver and $50,000. They signed a contract on setting up the overseas liaison center and let the necessary equipment and materials be introduced as the first installment in early May.